Aerial view at dawn. Rolling Anatolian hills awaken beneath rising mist. The landscape of night.
The Younger Dryas cold snap ends around 9600 BCE.
Rivers swell with meltwater from retreating ice, filling lush valleys where wild herds of gazelle move in graceful waves across the fertile plains, bathed in the warm golden light of the post-glacial dawn. Majestic aurochs graze in open meadows. Wild boar root eagerly through dense underbrush. A small band of 20 to 50 hunter-gatherers moves steadily through the oak forest, carrying flint tools and provisions for the journey ahead. Men sit by flickering firelight, skillfully napping razor-sharp obsidian blades.
Women and children forage through the woodland, gathering wine, barley, and pistachios into...
At dusk, the band sets up a temporary brush hut camp, draping animal skins over poles to create simple shelters for the night. Hunters draw back atlatls and launch spears toward a fleeing gazelle herd, captured in slow motion to reveal precision and power.
The group gathers closely around a crackling fire, sharing freshly hunted meat, while gestures and expressions wheat.
Life follows the seasonal rhythm. Spring brings hunts in the lush lowlands.
Autumn arrives with the nut harvest, children climbing almond trees to reach and collect.
Winter forces the band into rock overhang shelters, where they huddle against the howling wind raging outside in the cold darkness.
Trade networks connect distant lands. Bands exchange valuable obsidian from far off.
Kinship ties bind the band together through reciprocal sharing of resources. No visible hierarchy yet.
The camera pans to a prominent limestone ridge rising above the plains, where potbelly...
In modern 1994, a local farmer gestures toward a strange stone protruding from soil.
In 1994, an archaeologist arrives at the site, eyes widening in astonishment at the exposed T-shaped stone fragments.
Excavations commence in 1995. Teams carefully clear away soil.
Shock ripples through the team. These pillars are far older than Stonehenge, with dates confirmed to around 9600 BCE.
In the early layers, no pottery or farming traces are found, confirming the builders were pure hunter-gatherers from a pre-agricultural era.
A profound question rises among the discoverers. Who built this extraordinary site, and why was this particular location chosen for it?
Flashback to ancient times. Nomadic bands pause to notice the hills commanding panoramic views stretching across the landscape.
The first small group ascends the hill's summit, pausing to survey the endless horizon that stretches out in all directions.
The group gazes in awe at the stars glittering overhead, as a brilliant meteor streaks across the infinite night sky. A pivotal decision moment unfolds. This hill, with its commanding presence, demands...
Quarrying begins as the group wields flint tools, striking the limestone bedrock to extract massive blocks for their ambitious project.
With persistent effort, a massive limestone block is freed from the bedrock. Its rough
teams work together to assemble sturdy ropes from twisted plant fibers, preparing wooden levers for the monumental task ahead. Hundreds haul the first massive pillar uphill, sweat glistening on their skin as rhythmic chants unite their efforts in perfect unison.
The heavy sledge begins to slide over the carefully greased path. As hundreds pull together,
the massive pillar finally reaches the summit, carefully lowered into its prepared socket, using strong ropes and coordinated strength. The first T-pillar is raised upright, its abstract human form slowly revealed in the light, evoking ancient presence. Ancient artisans carve arms folded across the pillar's belly, with hands meeting precisely at a stylized belt in intricate detail. The second central pillar is erected opposite the first, facing inward to form a symmetrical pair at the heart of the emerging enclosure.
The circular stone wall begins to rise around the central pillars, layer by layer, enclosing the sacred space. The enclosure gradually takes shape around the pillars, forming a dark, womb-like space that envelops the ritual area.
The first animal relief is sketched onto the pillar surface, a snarling lion emerging with fierce intensity from the ancient stone. A dynamic leopard mid-pounce is carved in high relief on the pillar, capturing the predator's fierce energy in eternal stone.
A majestic vulture with outstretched wings takes form on the pillar, carved with
A scorpion with arched tail is carved alongside a coiling snake at the pillar's base, symbolizing ancient guardians in the stone. The group steps back from the pillar, torches flickering in the dim light, enveloped in profound, silent awe. Word of the sacred hill spreads like wildfire, drawing more nomadic bands from distant valleys to converge and contribute to the vision.
Feasting preparations intensify as hunters pursue gazelle in large numbers, gathering bounty for the communal celebration ahead.
Bones pile up from the bountiful hunt as the gathered community shares a communal meal under the vast, starlit sky.
Drums beat in rhythmic cadence, chants rising in heart.
The hill transforms from an ordinary ridge into a sacred gathering place, drawing people together in shared purpose and reverence.
An inciting realization dawns on the group. This is no ordinary camp, but the beginning of something profound and sacred.
Fade on the first enclosure now complete, its towering pillars standing sentinel, watching over the sacred site through the enveloping night.
Construction intensifies across the mound as plans unfold for more enclosures, expanding the sacred complex.
Enclosure D's layout takes form. 11 outer pillars form a ring around the two towering central. The central pillars appear to gaze inward at the focal empty space. Roof beams are laid across the enclosure's walls, with thatch covering added to form a dim, intimate interior space. Torchlight dances playfully across the enclosure walls, casting dynamic shadows that bring the intricate carvings to vivid life. Predator dominance is etched in stone. Roaring lions captured across panels, symbolize. Vultures are depicted carrying severed heads in the carvings, offering a symbolic hint at ancient death rituals and beliefs. Pillar 43 is revealed in the enclosure, depicting a headless man beside a scorpion, evoking ancient symbolic mysteries.
V symbols are tallied meticulously on the pillar, emerging as what may be the world's oldest calendar in this ancient context.
The carvings may evoke memory of a comet airburst around 1950 BCE.
Enclosure C showcases a dramatic descending lion, carved in striking 3D. Embodying
Enclosure B highlights a vivid painted boar statue in red ochre, symbolizing strength and vitality in the ancient iconography.
Enclosure A features pillars precisely aligned to capture the solstice sunrise, marking the site's astronomical significance in ancient times.
Modern geophysical scans uncover over 20 buried enclosures across the mound, revealing the site's expansive hidden architecture.
The labor scale grows immense. Hundreds coordinate seamlessly without visible leaders, united in their shared monumental purpose.
The feasting reaches its peak, with thousands of gazelle and aurochs bones accumulating from the massive communal gatherings.
Cut marks on the bones reveal intensive communal butchery, evidence of large-scale feasting that sustained the builders' efforts. Possible fermented drinks brewed from wild grains add to the feasting, enhancing the communal rituals with ancient beverages. Ecstatic rituals come alive inside the dark enclosures, with rhythmic movements and chants filling the sacred, shadowy space.
Shamanic figures appear in the enigmatic carvings, suggesting trance states that may have been part of the ancient rituals. No domestic trash appears in the early excavation levels, indicating the site's pure ceremonials.
Nomads converge seasonally at the sacred hill for initiations and skywatching.
A key challenge arises: how to sustain such immense construction effort without the support of organized farming or settled life.
In Level 2, rectangular structures begin to appear beside the original circles, marking an evolution in the site's ancient architecture. Plastered floors, hearths, and storage bins are unearthed in excavations, revealing signs of daily life in the ancient structures.
Grinding querns and flint sickles with distinctive gloss are unearthed, indicating early plant processing in the site's structures.
Cereal residues are discovered on tools and surfaces, providing clear evidence of early plant processing at the ancient site.
Cisterns are unearthed that collect rainwater from carved channels, demonstrating early engineering for water management.
Painted boars and seated human figurines with phallic symbols are uncovered, reflecting themes of fertility and power in ancient art.
Adult burials adorned with beads are uncovered, suggesting semi-permanent living and cultural practices at the ancient site. A hybrid nature is revealed, a ritual core intertwined with domestic zones, blending ceremony and everyday life at the site. The Taştepeler network expands the story, with Karahan Tepe, located 35 kilometers.
Over 250 T-pillars dot the landscape, accompanied by life-size
Elongated skulls and intense bearded faces characterize the seated statues, embodying the site's emphasis on human iconography. An assembly hall is uncovered with benches along the walls and a central altar, indicating spaces for communal meetings and rituals. Sayburç's narrative reliefs depict a dramatic human versus leopard struggle, capturing ancient tales of confrontation in stone.
In 2025 finds, a human statue with a sealed mouth emerged at Sayburç, and at Sefer Tepe, a double-faced human being with intricately carved faces is uncovered.
Assured cosmology emerges in the carvings. Vultures symbolize rebirth, while foxes.
T-pillars stand as embodiments of ancestors or deities, eternally guarding the sacred rituals performed within the ancient enclosures.
Phallic and headless motifs recur in the carvings, symbolizing cycles of fertility and death in the ancient belief system. Earthquakes cause the ancient pillars to tilt dramatically, evoking mythic interpretations of the Earth's anger in the distant past.
The scholarly debate intensifies. Was Göbekli Tepe primarily a monumental temple complex or an early proto-village settlement?
The monumental phase begins to wane.
Pillars are toppled and enclosures deliberately filled with debris, marking the intentional end of the monumental phase around 8000 BCE. Tons of earth are deliberately piled to bury the sacred enclosures, raising the question, why preserve these monuments by hiding them from the world?
The burial ritual begins with the intentional decommissioning of the enclosures, a deliberate act to preserve the sacred site under earth.
The spaces are packed meticulously with rubble, scattered tools, and remnants of feasting debris.
The act of burial preserves the sacred site rather than destroys it, a deliberate sacred sealing to protect the enclosures for eternity. Farming begins to spread in the region. Domesticated wheat fields and herds of sheep appear nearby, marking a shift in livelihoods.
Göbekli Tepe falls silent as the mound grows over centuries. Layers of earth accumulate.
In 1994, the rediscovery unfolds as ancient stones emerge from the soil once again.
Early excavations at the site ignite global wonder, drawing international attention to this ancient marvel and its profound implications.
In 2018, UNESCO designates Göbekli Tepe a World Heritage Site.
In the 2024-2025 excavation seasons, hidden lion reliefs are meticulously.
A subterranean chamber adorned with painted murals is uncovered, revealing vibrant ancient artwork preserved beneath the Earth's surface.
A life-size human statue is found embedded in a wall, an intriguing discovery that adds to the site's
A votive offering is placed as a deliberate ritual gift in the foundation.
In 2025 at Karahan Tepe, the first T-pillar with a carved human face is uncovered. Colossal statues towering over 2.5 meters tall are revealed in the excavations, showcasing the monumental scale of ancient human artistry.
An amphitheater-like structure is uncovered, designed for public rituals, where ancient... At Steiburg, a statue with shell-inlaid eyes and a sewn mouth feature is uncovered, a myth-living. At Tepe, contrasting local styles in human face carvings are showcased. Highlight.
Pillar 43's intricate carvings confirm a sophisticated lunisolar calendar system. Showcase.
The link to a comet impact is strengthened through cultural memory embedded in the carvings, connecting ancient...
Tepeler emerges as an interconnected Neolithic corridor, linking multiple...
The climax revelation unfolds. Göbekli Tepe was not just a temple, but a lived...
Hunter-gatherers experimented with permanence at this groundbreaking site, testing the boundaries between nomadic life and settled existence. Social complexity flourishes before full agriculture, with organized communities building monumental structures in a pre-farming era.
The symbolic revolution at Göbekli Tepe preceded the economic one, with profound cultural and ritual. Early theories of a symbolic revolution are vindicated in the stone carvings.
Civilization was not born from fields alone, but from awe, from the moment humans first looked to the stars and carved their wonder into stone.
Before the plow, before the city, here, hunter-gatherers dared to dream.
Under these same stars, feasts were more than meals. They forged bonds stronger.
In these carvings, they captured 3 eternal threads: the trauma of cosmic catastrophe.
No kings commanded here, no pharaohs, no chiefs. Yet hundreds organized themselves to move.
The hill still whispers.
The legacy did not end at Göbekli Tepe. Its echoes ripple forward to the painted houses of Chat.
Göbekli Tepe rewrites prehistory. Here, religion did not follow settlement.
Here, long before cities rose or writing began, humanity's greatest leap was taken, not in fields or tools alone. As the sun sets, its final light catches the exposed pillars once more.
Here, in the present, a modern hand brushes away 12 millennia of soil.
As of 2026, excavations reveal that only 10 to 15% of the vast site has been. Ongoing excavations continue to promise more painted figures and statues, as each season uncovers fresh...
The Modern Visitor Center opens between 2025 and 2026, providing a gateway for contemporary...
Modern walkways and immersive VR tours now draw millions of visitors annually, bringing the ancient wonder of Göbekli Tepe to the world.
In 2026, Berlin hosts the groundbreaking exhibition, Myths in Stone.
Today a drone glides over the mound.
12,000 years separate these eyes, yet the spark remains the same.
Göbekli Tepe, dawn of the sacred.
So we return to the first question. What drove us to build? Not hunger, not